If you're in the market for a rowing machine, here are 5 things that you should be looking out for when it comes to purchasing the right rowing machine for you. The first thing to ask is, does the rowing machine allow you to take a full rowing stroke? A lot of the more cheap and more budget-friendly rowers you'll find on the market actually don't allow you to take a full rowing stroke, and they have a mechanism here that stops you from getting the handle past your feet. For the type of rowing that you see on the Olympics, for example, those individuals train on rowing machines that allow for a full range of motion that allows the handle to go past the foot plates every stroke. So if you want a true, authentic rowing stroke feel when you row, you want to make sure that when you're looking at machines that you see if the handle stops by the foot plates or allows you to reach past them. For some people though, it doesn't really matter, and they're okay with more of a shortened version of the real rowing stroke. The second thing to look out for is the monitor on the rowing machine. Certain monitors are more complex than others. And the main thing you want to look for on a monitor is to make sure that it's reporting to you some metric of intensity, either in the form of watts or a split per 500 meter. These numbers actually report to you your physical output so you can actually track how hard you're going. And that allows you to progress yourself workout to workout. A lot of monitors just report time and stroke count and metrics that don't really matter. So if you care about your performance and progressing yourself week to week, make sure the monitor has some metrics for you to use, like watts or split per 500. Whether the numbers and the metrics are important to you or not, did you know that I have a follow along workout app called Just Row, where you can follow along with me whether you're using your numbers or not, as I coach you through a variety of workouts. Hundreds of different workouts across dozens of different programs, suited for all rowing fitness levels. It is the most affordable and effective way to train your rowing, no matter what rower you end up going with, so be sure to check that out, linked down below. The next thing to check when buying a rowing machine is to check the foot plates and see if they rotate or not. If the rower has rotating foot plates, this creates a very unstable position for you to effectively use your legs when you row. Now, some rowers like this one have a nice bar at the bottom that can allow you to help keep your heels down to keep all the effort in your legs. And there's no reason why you can't wedge a block down there too to keep it in place. But the fact of the matter is, especially if you're new, rotating foot plates end up leading to inefficient and poor form, and it's not really gonna get you the results you're looking for. Speaking of foot plates, the next thing you wanna look for is to see if your foot plates are adjustable or not. It's actually really important that we strap our feet into the rower as low as comfortably possible. And especially if you're someone with a larger midsection, the higher your feet are on the foot plates, the harder it is to lean forward safely for a proper rowing stroke. Sometimes these one-size-fits-all foot plates can be really awkward for people with big feet, like myself, and even more awkward for people with small feet. If you're someone with more of an average foot size, then you can probably get away with the non-adjustable foot plates, but it's nice to have that option, and a lot of rowers do have that option. And the last thing you want to look for when it comes to buying the right rowing machine for you is to check the resistance type. Rowers generally come in either magnetic, air, or water resistance. Some higher end rowers like the Hydro, for example, use electromagnetic resistance, or other rowers like the Aviron use a combination of magnetic and air resistance. But for the most part, it's either going to be air, water, or magnetic. The main thing to look out for is that magnetic resistance alone is one of the cheaper ways to create resistance, and it has the most unnatural rowing feel. With air and water resistance, the more effort you put into a stroke, the more it resists you. But with magnetic resistance, you can set it to whatever the resistance setting is, but if you're strong enough, you can actually outpull the resistance, and it just doesn't really feel right. So if you're stronger and more fit, I would definitely recommend avoiding the purely magnetic rowers like this one. But if you're someone who's brand new to fitness and doesn't consider themselves necessarily very strong, you'll be just fine with a fully magnetic resistance, but it's not going to give you the true authentic rowing feel. If you want to see a lot of progress in your rowing journey and you plan to get fitter and stronger, you're much better off with air, water, or a combination of air and magnetic or electromagnetic resistances. Buying your first rowing machine can be a really confusing experience, but I hope this video could help you out. If you have any questions on the rowing machine buying experience, let me know and share what rower you have and why you like it down below too, and maybe you could help someone out as well. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe for more fitness and rowing content, and I will see you in the next video.